Right. Where were we?
Back to your regularly scheduled programming.
Bloody Gimmer.
This is, again, Avi, aka Gamertag Avi.
Reusing the jokes, huh?
Yes.
Wow.
Well, they've got to be used somewhere if I can think of them.
We are here at Losers Finals.
Luna's Finals, yes. This is going to be
Luna's
Tion
Finals.
versus Daz, two players that have climbed up through the bracket and now facing off against each other.
Really, both of them have stormed onto the scene today. Some absolutely destructive appearances. We're heading to Town and City here. Mac versus Rob. Oh no, Mario versus Rob. Okay.
Tion opting not to go diplomat.
Yeah.
Interesting counter pick.
Tion's Mario made an appearance earlier on in the bracket and has some excellent movement around projectiles. He really just not struggled to get in. So it'll be interesting to see if he can take everything that he's learned from today from some amazing performances and apply that here at Losers Finals.
I feel like despite Mac's speed, just because of his poor aerial game rather to like getting over projectiles and also heavily pressured off stage, it's going to be really difficult for him to essentially get in and recover and things like that in the
Absolutely.
And I think just potentially Mario's cape could play a very useful role in a matchup like this.
Looking for the forward aerial, but
Doesn't quite get it.
not going to be able to get that. Of course, Rob, very easy to combo for Mario.
Absolutely.
Perfect weight for it.
Nice roll though. Daz slightly missed timing the ledge trap.
Gyro just left there to fade out, but he's still managing to keep it underneath him a lot.
There you go, there's the cape coming out. Exactly what I was saying. Ooh,
Up smash gonna beat that.
That's
Brave.
That's a really interesting
Brave.
strategy actually, because I feel like that would win, or Mario would win that interaction pretty much all the time.
Managing to DI away from the up air follow up.
Daz might have to rethink his usage of name.
Indeed. Getting the back throw, but it's not going to be like it's not early enough to kill. Late enough to kill.
That's very low.
Very low.
Gets the cape, but doesn't quite close out edge guard.
I've got to wonder if he
stage. Tion with slight percent lead.
slight percent lead, but not really looking for any kind of forceful interactions here. Managing to doing such a good job of getting out of the
Great job holding shield there from Tion.
the back air. Not going to be able to close out the stock, but he's got Flood on stage, ready to go. There's the fireball coming out.
Power shielding Rob's gyro. Difficult to time.
Difficult indeed, especially how well Rob can mix it up.
It's such a fast burst option, and it covers so much distance. Oh, that's going to do it, down smash.
Yeah, Mario losing the stock early, despite the slight advantage earlier. Reflecting the gyro though. It's got to be scary for a Rob player who relies on so much on just kind of safely putting those projectiles out in front of it to know that they could be back in his face at any moment.
Do you feel like Tion might struggle to kill here?
I think if it's kind of something that a lot of Mario players can kind of get into. They can feel that with Mario's kind of lack of confirms late on, that killing is going to be difficult. But I think if Tion doesn't get flustered and kind of sticks with what works, sticks with the kind of bread and butter Mario stuff, then he should be okay. But that's a conditioning thing. That's a mindset thing.
Obviously, something Mario might struggle with. There's very few kill setups as such.
Absolutely.
More just to do with reads and things. And I feel like Daz as a very patient player and also playing a heavy character with a great recovery.
You're not going to be flustering him. You're not going to be getting those easy reads. He's going to make it very hard for him. Looking for that up smash there.
Could potentially be difficult to close this out.
He doesn't want to get desperate, no matter how dark that percent gets. I'm trying to dodge through it, but it's so difficult to time that.
Take a bit. That up there sent him very high. The rage coming out from Rob.
I mean, it's max rage at the moment. That's got to be scary for anyone trying to force their way back against Rob at this percent.
You can't get flustered. You can't let yourself be scared of. Oh, that's gonna do it.
There you go, closing out the stock. Mario 64 right now.
This is not a very strong lead against a Mario.
Absolutely
Obviously, one
not.
grab.
Speaking of,
Yeah, like this. Took his jump as well, but doesn't be able to air dodge out.
getting in. That's something I find fascinating about watching Rob players, especially with the influx that we've had. It's seeing how they play between the gyro. It's always interesting to put yourself as a player between Rob and the gyro and see there are players who will blend you back and forth, and there are players where sometimes they are relying on the gyro to keep you away, so it will stuff out our approach.
Absolutely.
Daz dancing between the two right now.
Fireball has collided with the gyro twice now, and both just disappear. potentially fireballs could be useful.
Absolutely, in terms of keeping that gyro away from him. Especially Daz not really taking the time to charge it, just wanting it out there as a tool. Following up with the up smash, but that's just going straight for the flood. That's going to be interesting. He's been watching his Zenu
Great
tapes.
timing. See, when I play Rob against Rob, I'm never sure which moves will interact with gyro in which way, and it seems really hard to pick up.
Very risky there from Tion, just popping up above the ledge.
Both characters are high percents, practically kills percent for both.
Yeah.
Is that? Ooh, out, good mash. I'm quite getting the ledge trap. Both players are going to have to play quite patiently here. Well, I feel like patient neutral probably favours Rob more. Mario has to get in.
I mean, they can only play so patiently. Tion closing out the game with the forward smash.
Catches Daz dropping shield. That's going to be game 1.
Interesting game. Where do you take Mario now as Daz?
No coaching, I'm not allowed to say. But yeah, that was very even. I feel like this could go either way.
This is going to be a long set.
Absolutely.
Headed to Dreamland 64 here.
Daz seems to very much like this counter pick.
Very much. I mean,
Rob has a couple of tricks, at least one trick on this stage that can be quite useful.
Obviously now this stage has a low ceiling, so...
employ Lucretio's side B meta.
But of course, you know, you've got to be kind of, as fun as it is to kill off the top with Rob on Dreamland, you've got to be aware of the fact that you are playing against Mario. Off any direction, don't question it.
I'm playing against Mario triplats.
Mario benefits from the triplats.
Again, this seems roughly even.
He wants... Tion is trying to use the cape and the shield as just kind of defenses options. He's not rushing in. He's playing that kind of Mario... Like, one thing that's been consistent throughout the day is Mario wants to set the pace of a matchup. And playing against someone as patient and as well considered as Daz, that's going to be a very difficult feat.
Definitely. Daz showing great use of the Nair auto cancel. Using it to potentially bait Tion to drop shield or to do anything, like perform an action and then catching nuts. So I'm liking Tion's use of fireballs off stage.
Ooh, no stage spike there. No tech.
Not going to be able to recover from that far out.
Tion closing the set out. They're closing the stock out early.
Yeah, so I'm really liking Tion's use of fireballs when Rob's off stage. Obviously, there's a 1 second timer after you get hit, so Rob won't be able to grab ledge for a second afterwards. And every time he gets hit, it forces him down slightly, so he's forced to burn more fuel. So it's putting a lot of pressure on Daz.
Absolutely, it's very hard to pressure Rob when he's coming back. So
could be a good way in.
Such a safe option like that, and especially with that 1 second timer as well. Mario's so good and so fast in the air that anything he could throw out nair, he could throw out back air. There are options he has to stage spike.
Gyro going above Mario though.
He's a short Italian man, okay? Don't expect too much of him.
It's true. A bit like you, a lot of stuff goes over your head. No, it's looking slightly Tion favour at the moment.
Absolutely.
That time Fireball didn't get rid of gyro. I'm never sure.
I think it's dependent on charge. I'm not sure. Still, managed to get that bread and butter follow up there.
Yeah, Mario with Rage at the moment, it's going to be difficult for him to follow up at a certain extent from down throw.
You've got to kind of know your creative mix-ups. That down throw up B was very much one.
Got to know what's guaranteed.
Absolutely. You could be looking for down tilt F smash at this percent potentially. You'll want that setup.
Great holding shield there. Rob can't really do much apart from eventually hit you.
There's the reflect there. Gets the laser back in his face.
Catching the jump there. Both players showing great timings of
absolutely.
Like, catching movement out of shield. Something that a lot of players struggle to deal with. Or struggle to catch, at least.
Mario's still with that stock lead, and Rob so high up in percent. It's gonna be a hell of a long road back for Daz. Ooh, there's that F smash, a clean 2-stock really nice. By Tion.
The walk back from Tion to bait and approach.
It's something you've seen a lot. If you've seen his Mac play, something that he was so good. It's how he managed to really work around Kizzo's game. Tion is one of the best players I've ever seen in terms of moving around hitboxes.
The baiting, like defensive movement.
Constant dashbacks, constantly moving back and forth. We're heading to Town City.
It's something I've noticed in Owen's play as well. It's from playing Owen, I haven't had too much experience with Tion, but it's very, very difficult to deal with as somebody who is stupidly over-aggressive like me in play.
Absolutely. We're moving into game 3 here.
Almost ally-esque coming out with the just using movement to bait.
Back to Town and City here right now. This, in my opinion, Mario's best stage. And in my opinion, I think that the lack of platforms kind of forces interactions, and Mario can really kind of control the grounded space a lot better than most characters. And the platforms allow for those like early back throw kills as well.
Obviously, high blast zones.
High blast zones, yes.
Up smash kills, up air potentially, or down air potentially kills. I feel like Town City is quite a wide stage. Mario, obviously a grappler, will struggle to get in. That's the main issue. So.
But then again, we haven't really seen Tion being overly relying on the grappling so far. A lot of his game has been spacing away. It's been projectiles. It's been drifting back. There we go, and the down throw up B again.
Tion waiting for that roll. He knows Daz wants to recover to get
Daz with the gyro. Got gyro on ledge, gets the stage spike.
That's going to be it. That's an early kill.
Very beautiful play there from Daz.
Very nicely done. Nice patience on the ledge there, not immediately going for the gyro ledge trap that he can go for repeatedly, mixing up the timing of it, so making sure the invincibility ran out, so he can get the space right.
Absolutely. Moving in there with an whiffs the dash grab, but still going to be there. Very, like, Mario with quite a good get-up attack. I feel like get-up attacks are kind of not something we talk about a lot in Smash 4.
That's true.
But in terms of keeping gyro away from you,
I really like the animation of DK's get-up attack. Just the fist downwards. It's a nice one. It'd be a very patient probing game on Shield and projectile.
Absolutely. These two players trying to work around each other.
I very much respect the fact that neither of them seem very overly aggressive.
Yeah, this game isn't going to end up in any combo compilations.
Ooh, and Daz with a 2-stock to respond.
But that doesn't mean that it isn't absolutely gripping here and war. I quite like saying the at war things. You know, we are at war. Get it? You know. Grrr.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Daz going to ban Battlefield against Mario. What do you think of that stage ban?
I am a big fan of Town, but I can absolutely understand the Battlefield ban. Mario, benefits from that tri-platform. You're not gonna want to take him to Dreamland, really. I can never remember if our rule set treats them the same. Battlefield and Dreamland.
Battlefield and Dreamland doesn't. I don't know.
Okay, we're separated, I think. Thank you, based UK.
Thank you, Kizzo, for that information. Yeah,
Daz getting better.
I was about to say very patient, but Tion's running straight and getting grabbed.
Well, Daz getting better and better at perfect shielding those fireballs every time that they come in, and that's going to really stuff out a lot of...
Was that grab a follow-up from the fireballs? Sorry, I missed it.
I think it may have been.
Yeah,
that was.
So that's really...
That's actually... That's
an incredible reaction.
That's one of Mario's better options, is just to confirm a grab with Fireball.
I guess the Fireball's a great condition of shield, obviously.
Yeah.
Wow.
You can really trap them down with it.
He's really reacting to when a Fireball's going to hit. Going for the mix-up. Fireball not into...
Oh, looking for the forward aerial.
Doesn't quite get it.
Managing to kept out by the gyro.
Potentially a scary situation for both players.
He was looking for the down O to fair confirm, which is so tricky to really negotiate around. It's so rage dependent, it's so percentage dependent.
I think with the platform there, potentially a better bet would be to bait an air dodge.
Maybe.
Try and go for a down smash or something like that. Just because a fair could spike you onto the platform rather than...
Yeah, absolutely, but obviously this late into the matchup, you're not gonna be thinking that far ahead.
Obviously,
even though you have to.
Also, losers finals can be nerves.
Absolutely.
As a factor coming out to play here.
Still managing to play patiently, keep him away with those fireballs. He's got flood charged if he needs it, but gyro managing
Daz
to.
going for a gyro spike.
Absolutely. We've seen him do it today, and it's been absolutely brutal.
He's picked up some stuff from Lucretio.
That's the last thing we need.
Something I liked that Daz has. I think he could have. I can't remember if he did it before. That'll be it.
Oh!
That's gonna be it.
Back throw, beautiful confirm there.
One stock away from potentially securing a place in round.
Tion, these two players fighting to get that grand final spot, to take it to Lucretio.
I don't think Daz is going to make it easy for him at all.
Absolutely
Daz
not.
obviously a very strong player, very solid.
Oh, very beautiful, beautiful Mario play, knowing exactly what will hit and exactly when to throw it out. They're the impressive Mario combos.
Tion's use, that's going to take it. But Tion's use of fireballs, I'm really liking
Absolutely
it.
masterful.
It's
That's
very, a fireball on its own is not a very pressuring device, but this, the onslaught of constant fireballs.
Fireball is best when it's used to mask your movement. When you are moving the trajectory behind Fireball, so if it hits, you can follow up immediately.
Something I've noticed Al likes to do quite a lot, that Tion's employing here as well, is fireball and then just, like jump after it, so follow it
Yes.
With the up jump, and then either, so there's a mix up between grab or attack.
Yes.
And if you, obviously the fireball will make them shield, so the grab is likely to hit, but then once they start realizing that, then they'll try and act out of it, so the attack is likely to hit, and it's this like constant mind game, or 50-50 between what's going to happen. It's very scary, like that. Ooh, getting the tech. If that was untechable, I think that would have been game.
Scary. It's still a stock apiece here.
Rage Rob, Mario at 69.
Oh, manages to go bounce back off the gyro and still manages to get the grab. I was very scared that he'd end up in the Rob blender there. Gets the forward aerial. It's the weak spot. Not going to kill. There's the flood.
I feel like Mario could be a kill for
Tion takes it!
Tion loses finals 3-1 over Daz. That's going to secure his place in Grands versus Lucretio.
That waiting to jump up and cover that recovery with down air of all things. That last hit so strong with a knockback. Oh my.
That was very well played by both.
My heart is not ready for this.
That was impressive.
Tion.
A really impressive play by both players. I think the standard of the playing society has really stepped up.
We've seen, oh absolutely, the new blood of war, the new generation has really kind of rocked the very foundations of this this scene.
Well, last year's Seed 1 ending in 4th.
And yeah, ending in 4th.
And that alone just illustrates the sheer step up.
Absolutely.
Nobody seems to be safe, aside from potentially Lucretio, but we don't.
Yeah, it's probably quite safe.
We'll get Ho to come
watch
on.
the next video. Right.
I have faith in Tion.
I have faith in Tion.